Oh man, this isn't good at all! I just got back from the doctor's, and he told me that if I see the largest collection of Fnaf action figures ever made, I'm gonna die? What the? Is that my suspiciously placed chair? Well, because the chair's in front, I can't see anything behind it, but I swear, if I turn this chair around and there's the largest collection of Fnaf action figures, I'm gonna die! Well, let's hope there isn't. Oh, well, at least there's not extras to give away. What the heck? Extras to give away? In today's video, I will be showing off the largest Five Nights at Freddy's action figure collection ever made, with over 100 Five Nights at Freddy's action figures, including every single Funko action figure ever made, every single Jazwares Five Nights at Freddy's action figure ever made, never before seen custom Five Nights at Freddy's action figures, multiple brand new Jazwares action figures to give away, and even some never before seen Five Nights at Freddy's prototype action figures. So before we start off this entire collection, let's see where it all began with the very first Five Nights at Freddy's action figure ever made. So to start off this jumbo FNAF collection, we gotta start with the main man himself, Freddy Fazbear. And after Freddy Fazbear is Bonnie the Bunny, and of course after Bonnie is Chica the Kitchen, and after Chica is Foxy the Pirate Fox, and after Foxy is the scary Golden Freddy. So that's the main line of figures. Now the Build-A-Figure is Springtrap, looking super awesome, and you only got Springtrap if you bought the rest of these figures. And the exclusive for the wave is Glow in the Dark Foxy. So that is all of Wave 1, with Springtrap the Build-A-Figure and Glow in the Dark Foxy being the rarest Five Nights at Freddy's action figure ever made, selling for over $1,000. Now let's go to Wave 2. So starting off Wave 2, we have Nightmare Freddy starts off Wave 2 with his little baby Freddle. After Nightmare Freddy is Nightmare Bonnie, and after Nightmare Bonnie we have Nightmare Chica with Nightmare Mr. Cupcake. After Nightmare Chica is Nightmare Foxy, looking spooky. After Nightmare Foxy, Toy Foxy, or Fixed Mangle, or Funtime Foxy? No one really has any idea what her name is, but she certainly was a weird inclusion in the Nightmares. And now the Build-A-Figure for the wave is Nightmarion, the Build-A-Figure. Yes, I have one of his arms, I just lost it somewhere. And the exclusive for this wave is Jack O' Chica, the second rarest FNAF action figure ever made, selling for over $500 at some points. Now let's move along to Wave 3. So starting off Wave 3, we have Circus Baby starts off our Wave 3, sadly completely skipping over FNAF 2, very disappointing. After Circus Baby, we have Ballora the Ballerina. After Ballora is Funtime Freddy, who goes for a whopping $300 sometimes, so if you have a Funtime Freddy, keep him safe. He is absurdly expensive for no reason. After Funtime Freddy is Funtime Foxy, and after Funtime Foxy, the Build-A-Figure for the wave is Ennard, looking super spiffy and super awesome. So this is the smallest wave so far, with only 4 figures, but there was actually 2 exclusives this wave. So the first exclusive is Lolbit, a extremely pricey and rare exclusive. And the second exclusive is Glow in the Dark Circus Baby, who was a Walgreens exclusive. I make sure to keep her in the box because she looks literally identical to original Circus Baby, so I keep her in here so I always remember she glows in the dark, but we'll just set her for the side to now. Now it's time to check out Wave 4, which is the biggest wave they've made so far. So starting off Wave 4 with Rockstar Freddy starts off the Wave 4 for these figures. So after Rockstar Freddy is Rockstar Foxy, sadly skipping over Rockstar Chica and Bonnie. After Rockstar Foxy is Pig Patch, and of course, after Pig Patch is Orville the Elephant, and the final normal figure in this wave is L-Chip, and the Build-A-Figure in this wave is Scrap Baby. Seriously, the coolest and best figure Funko ever made. I mean, look at all of her details. This figure you literally would get for free if you bought the rest of them. And this is when Funko cheaped out. This is the very last Build-A-Figure Funko ever made. They only did it 4 times with Springtrap, Nightmare, Ennard, and Circus Baby. And then after that, Funko got really cheap and greedy. But the last figure in this wave, which is the exclusive, is Lefty, the final exclusive they made for a while. And sadly, since this is the last Build-A-Figure, Funko got cheap and greedy, and boy did they get very cheap very fast, as Wave 5 goes downhill, well, quite a lot. So let's check it out. Starting off Wave 5, we have Wave 5 starts off with the Glamrocks featuring Glamrock Freddy. After Glamrock Freddy is Glamrock Chica. After Glamrock Chica is Roxanne Wolf. After Roxanne Wolf is Montgomery Gator. And that's it. Never mind. I completely forgot about the most forgettable figure ever. Vanny. What an ugly wave of figures. These guys suck, and Funko cheaped out so much, they never even made a Build-A-Figure. They only made one exclusive, and boy is he terrible. So the exclusive for this wave is Photo Negative Glamrock Freddy. Can you guys tell how much I hate the wave of security breach figures? Man, they are just awful. But, they go back up in quality a tiny little bit, but not by very much. So let's check out Wave 6, starting off with Freddy Frostbear, who starts off the beginning of the Fnaf AR/Easter wave. So after Freddy Frostbear we have, after Freddy Frostbear is Easter Bonnie. Then after Easter Bonnie is Candy Chocolate Freddy. After Candy Chocolate Freddy is Easter Bonnie or Chocolate Bonnie. And the final figure in this wave is Chocolate Chica. Yeah, this wave was pretty garbage as well. It's supposed to start off the Fnaf AR wave, but it's considered its own separate wave. So, speaking of Fnaf AR, it's time we get into the largest Five Nights at Freddy's action figure wave ever made, the Fnaf AR wave. So, let's get started. Starting off our Fnaf AR line with VR Toy Freddy. After VR Toy Freddy is System Error Toy Bonnie. After System Error Toy Bonnie, we have High Score Toy Chica. After High Score Toy Chica is Radioactive Foxy. And after Radioactive Foxy, we have Toxic Springtrap. So these were the only normal figures in the line, and then there was so many exclusives. So let's check out those exclusives. Starting off our exclusives, we have Livewire Toy Freddy. After Livewire Toy Freddy is Shamrock Freddy. After Shamrock Freddy, we have Blackheart Bonnie. After Blackheart Bonnie is Arctic Ballora. She's the coolest exclusive of this entire wave. After Arctic Ballora is American Freddy. And after 4th of July Freddy, the final figure to tie up this wave is Liberty Chica. So this is easily the biggest FNAF wave so far, FNAF AR. You can see it takes up an entire row, and these figures weren't too bad, but then it gets really bad, as we have a really cheap, lazy, bad wave of recolors. So let's just go through those super fast. I'm going to put them in the side. I'm going to put them right here, because I hate them. So let's check it out. We have Glow-in-the-Dark Rockstar Freddy. After him is Glow-in-the-Dark Rockstar Foxy, and after him is Glow-in-the-Dark Pig Patch. After Pig Patch is Glow-in-the-Dark Orville Elephant, and the last one is Glow-in-the-Dark L-Chip. I don't know if you guys know how much I hate these figures, but they're genuinely awful. These are like the worst, laziest recolors ever. They just took the same figures and they made them glow-in-the-dark, but a really ugly, translucent glow-in-the-dark. But then after that, we actually got some pretty cool recolors, and I still have all of them in their boxes. So let me show you guys. We're going to display them here, and then I'm going to move them out of the way since they're way too big in their boxes. So starting off this wave is Blacklight Freddy, a really awesome looking figure. After Blacklight Freddy is Blacklight Bonnie, a super cool and awesome Bonnie recolor. I love the pink on him. After Blacklight Bonnie is Blacklight Chica, probably the most mediocre figure in this wave. After Blacklight Chica is Blacklight Foxy. So these are all the figures in this wave, but I actually have one very special one. A Scott Cawthon signed Blacklight Chica figure. Yes, that is real. I unboxed this on my YouTube channel about 5 years ago. This was sent to me by, This was sent to me by the real Scott Cawthon himself. That is his real signature, in case you're curious. It's extremely awesome and one of my most favorite things that I own. But now let's get these Blacklight figures out of here, and let's check out the next wave of Funko action figures. Starting off the next wave is the spooky Halloween wave. Starting off with Dreadbear. After Dreadbear is Jacko Bonnie. About time they made Jacko Bonnie. They made Jacko Chica all the way back in wave 2. Took them like 10 waves to make Jacko Bonnie. After Jacko Bonnie is Grim Foxy, a really awesome looking Foxy. After Grim Foxy we have Glitch Trap, honestly a very well made figure. And for the exclusive of this wave, we got Captain Pirate Foxy. And I swear, if anyone comments that he doesn't have legs, his legs broke off, and there's nothing I can do about it, and if you comment he doesn't have legs, I'm gonna... Starting off our next wave is possibly even worse than the glow-in-the-dark Pizzeria Simulator, and you wonder how that's possible? Well, it's the tie-dye figures, of course. Starting off this awful wave, we have Tie-Dye Freddy. After Tie-Dye Freddy, we have Tie-Dye Bonnie. And after Tie-Dye Bonnie is Tie-Dye Chica. And after Tie-Dye Chica, we have Tie-Dye Foxy. And the exclusive of this wave is Tie-Dye Springtrap. Ugh, what a ugly, awful wave. I genuinely hate these tie-dye figures so much. They're so ugly, they're so cheap, they're so lazy, they're just garbage. So now let's check out the next wave, which, again, I really dislike. I understand why Funko lost the license. They made so many awful waves of action figures. So let's check it out. We have the Balloon Circus figures, of course, starting us off with Clown Freddy. After Clown Freddy is Clown Bonnie, very ugly looking. After Clown Bonnie is Balloon Freddy, and after Balloon Freddy is the exclusive Balloon Foxy. These figures are so forgettable. I never see anyone talk about them ever. I genuinely hate them, and I don't know why anybody likes these figures, because they are that bad. And after that, we got even more recolors, so let's go over those. I'm so glad Funko lost the license. I can't wait to review these Jazwares figures after the Funko garbage. The second to last wave of Funko action figures we have is the Garbage Christmas wave. No idea why they decided to make these, but man, these are steaming piles of garbage. So first up we have Santa Claus Freddy. After Santa Claus Freddy is Elf Bonnie. And after Elf Bonnie we have Snowman Chica. What a stupid and weird figure. After Snowman Chica is Gingerbread Foxy. And after Gingerbread Foxy, the exclusive is Nutcracker Foxy, aka the ugliest figure ever made. Yeah, another garbage wave from Funko. I don't think anyone likes these Christmas figures. If you do, leave a comment, but I don't think anyone will. I don't think a single person will comment they like these. And now it's finally time for the last wave of Funko figures before we get onto our giveaway. So let's check them out. We have Security Breach / Ruin, final wave of figures. Starting off with Sun. After Sun, we have Moon, a really nice and really detailed figure. After Moon is Eclipse. After Eclipse, we got Ruined Roxy. And the very last figure Funko ever made, Ruined Chica. It's such a shame that Funko lost the license right when they decided to make good action figures. But I hear a lot of people saying, oh, but Funko, Funko shouldn't have lost the license, or they made these figures so good. You gotta realize, they made so many waves of genuinely garbage figures. They made the glow-in-the-dark Pizzeria Simulator. They made the balloon Circus figures. Most of the FNAF AR figures are pretty garbage. Who wants a Shamrock Freddy or Blackheart Bonnie? They made the tie-dye figures, which are genuine trash. They made the Christmas figures, who don't even exist. And only in the very end did they decide to make really high-quality figures. So I think Funko losing the license was deserved. Even all the way back during Security Breach, they messed the figures up, making them look ugly. Now, I'm sorry for going off, but you guys know I'm very passionate about this. I can't stand it. But since you guys did such a good job watching through the entire Funko section, I think it's finally time we do our giveaway before we get into our Jazwares action figure section. And what better way to start off the Jazwares action figure section than giving away some Jazwares figures? That's right, it is giveaway time. So I have 3 very special things to give away to you guys. We have the Classic Freddy and Withered Freddy Endo Series set. We have the extremely rare Jazwares Vault exclusive Classic Freddy and Shadow Freddy set, as well as the Target exclusive Toy 4-pack with Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle. That's right, this Shadow Freddy pack alone is already reselling for over $100. So I bought extras of all of these figures when they released. I bought a couple extras of each to give away, and I thought, what better time than the action figure collection video. So how do you guys enter to win any of these figures? I'm going to choose 3 winners, so you're not just a 1 times as likely, you're not just 2 times as likely, you're 3 times as likely. Well, how you can win Freddy, Shadow Freddy, or the 4-pack is all you guys gotta do is the 3 simple Puggo steps. If you're a real Puggo fan, you already know what to do. Let me know in the comments if you're a real Puggo fan, but in case you're new, there's no worries. So all you guys have to do is step 1, like the video. Step 2, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And step 3, leave a comment saying you finished all 3 steps and what action figure you would like. So I see some people say I finished all 3 steps and I can't choose them because I don't know what to give them. But say you comment, say, oh, I finished all 3 steps and I want Shadow Freddy. Well, then I'll go, okay, little Timmy, you're gonna win the Shadow Freddy. So it's up to you guys, whichever pack that you guys would like. But since we went through all of these figures, I think it's finally time we start off our Jazwares action figure section. So let's start off with the very first Jazwares action figures. Before we start off Jazwares, I completely forgot about 2 of the most important FNAF action figures ever made. Well, not the most important, but the most biggest. So the very first one we have is the Jumbo Freddy Fazbear action figure from Funko, a really cool looking guy. And after Jumbo Freddy, we have Jumbo Bonnie, of course. Yes, I completely forgot about these mega action figures, so that was my bad, but now let's actually go ahead and check out Jazwares. Starting off our Jazwares action figure section with the toy figures, who, ooh-wee, those are some nice looking figures. So, starting off with Toy Freddy, after Toy Freddy we have Toy Bonnie, a very nice looking figure. These aren't are like detachable action figures. These are, in case you were wondering, the jump scare action figures. Look, rah rah rah. Just in case you guys weren't sure. So after Toy Bonnie, we have Toy Chica, who sadly did not come with any cupcake. And the very final toy figure we got is Mangle, and oh my goodness, does Mangle look absolutely incredible. So these were the 4 toy figures we got, and then we have the Endo series figures. So starting off Endo series, we have Classic Endo Freddy Fazbear, who you can see is actually very tall. He's a lot taller than these other figures. So after Classic Freddy, we have Withered Freddy, his counterpart. As you can see, I'm doing it in the order of the packs that they came with, so because Freddy came with Withered Freddy's up next with some amazing looking detail. So after Withered Freddy, we have Shadow Freddy, the exclusive figure of this wave, who goes along with Freddy and Withered Freddy, who, oh my goodness, just looks absolutely incredible. One of my favorite figures ever made. After Shadow Freddy, we have Classic Bonnie, who looks absolutely incredible. I love the look and design of the Bonnie figure. So after Bonnie, we have Withered Bonnie, the counterpart to normal Bonnie, who was inside of his 2-pack. And after Withered Bonnie, we have Withered Chica, who honestly looks amazing. So you might be wondering, why don't I have normal Chica? Well, these figures are brand new and they're kind of rare to find, so I have not yet had a chance to find the normal Chica action figure. I could only build one of these packs, and I think Withered Chica looks better. So the final Endo Series figure is Withered Foxy. Again, I only was able to find one of these packs, so sadly I don't have a Foxy to display. I only have a Withered Foxy. So these are all of the official FNAF action figures so far, but I still have some prototypes and custom FNAF figures that nobody else has that I'm going to be showing to you guys. So let's check them out. So, can you guys keep a secret? Okay, I trust you guys enough to show you my never before seen FNAF prototype action figures. I've never even shown these off in a video before, so they're extremely rare and special. I'm the only person in the world who has these, so let me show you. Starting off our first prototype, we have glow-in-the-dark Rockstar Freddy. And I know I said I hate these glow figures, and it's true, I do, but you know what I love? Prototypes, and this is a prototype. This came directly from the guy who designed the figures himself. He works at Funko, and he wanted to sell these. So I think it's extremely cool that I get to have a prototype of this, but not only that, I also have a prototype Rockstar Foxy. Pickles the parrot isn't even painted. He is red. He looks like a gummy. Isn't this so awesome? So basically none of them are painted besides their tummies, which I think is really cool. And not only that, after prototype Rockstar Foxy, I have prototype Pig Patch. Oh my gosh, this guy's probably the lamest just because he has the least amount of paint missing. The only paint that's missing is all the paint on his face and the paint on his feet. So his belly and waist are still painted. And the very last Pizzeria Simulator prototype I have is El Chip, a very cool prototype. Look at that prototype hat and the prototype tail. Oh, I absolutely love these figures coming directly from the guy who designed them, but that is only half of the prototype action figures I have. Next up is the prototype Sun action figure. Doesn't he look so cool compared to the final released version? Oh, so this was a early color test of the Sun prototype figure when they were testing out his mold. As you can see, all the colors are pretty rough, especially on his chest. It's a completely different color than everything else. His arms used to be a lot whiter. His face used to have different colored, like grayed out eyes, which is really cool. You can even see the pupils in the eyes. Oh my gosh, I love this Sun. So these are all of the Funko prototype figures, but not all the prototype action figures I have. Next up is my prototype Toy Freddy Jazwares figure. So it's true, I have given away one of these before, but I still have one of each to keep for myself because I really love them. So after prototype Toy Freddy, we have prototype Toy Bonnie, who is so cool that his nose and bow tie are completely different colors. I have no idea why they did that, but I really like it. So that's the prototype Toy Bonnie. And my very final prototype action figure is prototype Chica. But that's not the last prototype Jazwares figure I have, just the last toy figure. The next prototype I have is the prototype Bonnie figure. One of the coolest prototypes I own. His eyes are literally gray, his hands are gray, and his feet are gray. Such a unique and cool action figure. I mean, just look at that. And the very, very last prototype I own out of all of these is prototype Withered Bonnie. So I have a prototype Bonnie and Withered Bonnie, which is genuinely incredible. I am so happy that I get to own these guys. They are some of the coolest prototypes I own. I do have the rest of his leg pieces. They are just so weak and flimsy they fall off. So I think these were test molds where they were testing out how strong they had to make the pieces, because these guys are extremely floppy and flimsy. As you can tell, they're like, they literally shake and jitter. So, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. His head literally fell off like it was nothing. So I think these guys were tests to see how strong they have to make the pieces, and that is so cool. And now let's finally check out the custom FNAF figures. Boom! That is one big Freddy Fazbear. So starting off our custom action figure section is the Jumbo Freddy Fazbear, Withered Freddy figure, sorry. You can already tell he is twice the height as all these other figures. He's almost as big as the 1 foot tall Freddy, which I think is so cool. And he is entirely hand sculpted out of clay. So you guys know every single part of him is fully articulated. I don't want to move him because I love the pose he's in right now. But his eyes can even look around. His hat can move. His eyebrows can move. His jaw can open and close. His hand can move. His hat is actually magnetized, which is really cool. That microphone is magnetized as well. All of his hands and joints and arms can move. His legs and pelvis can swivel, and his feet and shins can move up and down too. He has the absolutely incredible detail of little wires hanging out of every single piece of him. As you guys can tell from the previous action figure video, his eye fell out. I accidentally broke it when trying to move it, if you guys can see, but sadly, it did break, which is really a shame that happened, but, I mean, I guess he is so delicate that happened. So, he's extremely cool, and he starts off our custom Fnaf action figure line. I mean, this was literally handmade. Look at all that paint. Oh, it is so cool and so much better than Funko, especially. Jazwares they're not bad. I mean, look at Jazwares Freddy compared to Withered Freddy. I mean, hey, at least Jazwares made a Withered Freddy, unlike Funko. Ugh. So now let's check out our next custom Fnaf figure, who is Withered Bonnie, my personal favorite Fnaf figure that I own because, well, Withered Bonnie is one of my favorite characters. In case you couldn't tell, I have a full Withered Bonnie cosplay. So, he is absolutely incredible. Again, this was all made by hand, and just look at him compared to Jazwares Withered Bonnie. At least Jazwares made a Withered Bonnie, but wow, the difference that a handmade creation versus a company creation can make is absolutely insane. He has so many amazing details. His ears can move. His eyes, a lot of you guys pointed this out, his eyes can light up. I did not even realize this in the previous video I made, but yes, his eyes do light up. Isn't that neat? So, he has his giant jaw, which can move, his jumbo-looking fingers, which are all actually posable. Very cool. All his custom withering, his broken arm with real wires hanging out of it. I think that's incredible. His very nicely painted tummy area, which looks really good. His custom carved legs. You can see the real endoskeleton inside there, and even a full endo foot and a normal, real fuzzy foot. Withered Bonnie is one of my favorite, characters ever, so to have him in a figure that is this big is so cool. So, checking out the next custom Fnaf action figure I own is Withered Chica. Now, if you remember, Withered Chica was from my very first custom action figure video all the way from over a year ago, so that's why she is slightly smaller. She was made by a different creator, and I didn't want to buy a second Withered Chica figure because, well, she looks really, really good. Sadly, one of her clay little feathers broke off, so she is handmade as well, which is really cool. Her eyes can't move around like the rest of the Withered figures can, which is a little disappointing, but that's not too bad. She has all of these incredible wires dangling through her mouth. You can see the endo jaw inside her normal jaw. She literally looks perfect compared to the games. You can see the hand-painted Let's Eat. Oh, they did so good. So her head can move around. You can see the real endoskeleton inside of her Withered, which looks absolutely amazing. You can even see all of her real wires hanging and dangling down on each side of her. Her other arm is covered by Withered Bonnie, but man, those wires sure do look good. She has these hand-carved pieces all the way through. You can see the endoskeleton on the inside. The attention to detail is amazing, ending it off with her spiky little chicken toes, which are, they're so cute. So after Withered Chica, you guys know who's next. It is Withered Foxy, one of the probably the scariest looking figures so far. He looks so cool. I mean, look at his eye, it looks so scary. Even his eye patch opens up to see his other eye. It's currently out of order, that's why he wears an eye patch, of course. Both of his eyes can move around, as well as his ears. They're connected with real wires, which looks absolutely phenomenal. He has a real jaw that can open and close, as well as a endo jaw, which even opens and closes in there. He has a hand-carved torso that's literally made out of clay. They got all the details perfect. Not only that, you can see his endoskeleton underneath there. One of his arms, you can see the real endoskeleton and even a giant hook, which looks just so cool and so menacing to see that giant hook. On his other hand, he has a giant endo hand, which again is fully articulated, which looks really, really good. I really love that. He has fully carved custom pirate pants, which are very cute looking. I really like those. 2 endo shins and 2 endo feet, which look absolutely incredible. So these aren't all the wizards. If you guys know about the wizards, and if you clicked on the thumbnail of my custom action figure video, you know who's next. Possibly the coolest with custom figure I've ever got, who is Withered Golden Freddy. My personal favorite FNAF action figure I got in that custom figure video, and probably my favorite action figure I own. He is genuinely perfect looking. Besides his 3 teeth that fell out, I did find them and I will super glue them back in. He is phenomenal. He's missing a ear that has real wires hanging out, as well as real wires hanging out of his empty eye sockets. He has a giant detached jaw, which you can move around anywhere you want, which looks so cool, gives it that giant open Golden Freddy mouth. Look how open his mouth is compared to normal Withered Freddy's. It is absolutely phenomenal. He has both movable shoulder pads with little springs on them, which is so cute. Fully posable arms and hands. He has giant hands with real withering carved into there, some little real wires hanging out of there, as well as a magnetic microphone, which is really cool, hanging out of there. He has a fully painted and detailed chest, which can move, as well as a fully movable pelvis. Then his legs are all handcrafted and sculpted out of the clay. They're carved. You can see his spring lock suit underneath on his knees, and 2 incredible looking feet. I absolutely love him. The only small thing I wish is his eyes actually light up, like in my thumbnail when they have those 2 little white dots. That would be super cool if Withered Golden Freddy had those 2 little white dots. So these are every single Withered custom figure I have, but not every single custom figure, as there's actually one more FNAF 2 figure, if you guys remember correctly. So the final FNAF 2 custom figure I have is Endo 02. So while he is a lot smaller and he wouldn't fit inside any of these animatronics because of how small he is incredible. So his eyes do light up in the custom figure video. If you remember, I could make him light up. I did now. So his eyes fully light up. Every single parts of him move. His ears move, his head moves, his jaw moves, his neck moves, his entire torso moves, as well as his hand and all of his custom articulated fingers, which look absolutely incredible. These are real wires going through him. Those real wires actually turn his eyes on, so it's very important you don't touch with them too much. You can see his other endoskeleton arms as his real wires go throughout, and his other fully posable hand. He has a fully posable and articulated waist with real wires going all the way down his thighs, into his shins, and into his endo feet, which actually even have movable toes. He is the only figure so far who has articulated toes. What amazing attention to detail. I absolutely love him. So these are all of my FNAF 2 custom figures, but nowhere near close to all my custom FNAF action figures, as these are only half of them, if you guys can't believe that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the other custom FNAF action figures that I own. So checking out the next custom FNAF action figure we have is Ignited Bonnie. So before we move on to our FNAF 3 figures, technically the Igniteds are next because they are more withered versions of the actual wizards. And man, is this Ignited Bonnie absolutely incredible. He has so many wires in him. He has a amazing hinged jaw that can actually move. He's missing the top of his ear. He's still missing his arm with wires hanging down. He has so many wires wrapped around his torso. He still has a dirty bow tie. He has his real endoskeleton, you can see, and he has one hand left with posable fingers on it, which is absolutely fantastic. Then he has a fully posable waist, as well as posable legs with hand-carved thighs. Oh my gosh, look at the detail that they added into those, as well as a carved-out endoskeleton shin, and one Bonnie foot and one endo foot, complete with more wires going throughout and custom paint. A amazingly designed custom figure. So the next custom figure is the Joy of Creation Foxy is up next, who is definitely a lot smaller than Bonnie because these were made by 2 different people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't look good. So you can see his cool little pitch black eyes with the little white dots. You can see his actual endo head sticking through the top there. He still has his one ear. He has his giant foxy mouth with a articulated jaw that can actually open, which looks just so cool. He has a fully detailed endoskeleton, which looks really good. You see the full endoskeleton ribcage, the full endo arms leaning down to one hand. Sadly, this hand is not articulated, but it still looks really good. The paint details are really good on this. Then he has a really menacing looking hook. I absolutely absolutely love it. He still has his foxy pirate pants with fully articulated waist, legs, shins, and feet, which looks really cool. It's funny that even the Joy of Creation Bonnie's foot is way bigger than Foxy's foot because they're so much bigger. But now that we had the Joy of Creation, now we can check out my custom FNAF 3 figure, which is the absolutely incredible custom Springtrap figure, one of my favorite action figures I own. This is the most posable figure out of everyone. I mean, you can literally open up his jaw and see William Afton inside. He even has switchable hands and different weapon accessories. You can see, of course, most of you guys have seen that video. If you guys want to see more of him, go watch the custom action figure video. But I mean, just look at him compared to the only other Springtrap figure we got. Oh my gosh, him compared to Funko's Springtrap is so funny. He is better in every way. So he has a fully articulated head with movable jaw. He has fully movable arms with removable hands, which can be swapped out to use different accessories. He has full withering on his arms. Both of his arms, both of his hands can be switched out. He has incredible fleshy tendons going all the way through him. You see his real dead William Afton rotting corpse inside, which is what everyone wants when they get their own Springtrap figure. You can see rotting things inside. His chest actually swivels separately from his torso, from his pelvis, which is so cool. So those are separated. He has fully articulated legs, pelvis with the spring locks. You can see the spring locks and different colored feet. I love how the paint gradient gets lighter the higher up you go on him. Compared to this piece of garbage from Funko, yikes. That guy is pretty bad. So those are the only FNAF 3 figures I have, and now it's time we check out my FNAF 4 figures / my Fredbear's Family Diner figures, since Fredbear's was shown off in FNAF 4, so let's check them out. Starting off with the custom Nightmare Fredbear figure, who looks absolutely phenomenal. You guys know this is the most expensive FNAF action figure I opened up in my old custom FNAF figure video, and he is incredible. So he is fully detailed, giant Nightmare Fredbear, one of the biggest figures I own. So he has a fully posable head, a fully posable neck, a fully posable jaw. He has a fully posable chest that can actually move and it can actually munch. The chest can open and munch, which is awesome. He has fully posable arms as well as fully posable hands. Both of his arms fully move, which is incredible. He has a full detailed endoskeleton underneath his actual suit, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Fully posable pelvis, as well as 2 fully posable legs with real endoskeletons inside there, and 2 fully posable feet. I absolutely love the details on Nightmare Fredbear. He has so many paint details compared to the other figures we got, compared to like the Funko Nightmares. Oh my gosh, he absolutely blows them out of the water. He is just that good. And along with the Nightmare Fredbear, he also came with a little sidekick. So the little bonus figure that came with the Nightmare Fredbear is a cute little Plushtrap figure. So this Plushtrap figure is to scale, as you can see with the Nightmare Fredbear, but sadly, he is not posable. He is stuck in this fixed position, even though he does look really good. He has his triple segmented Plushtrap ears. He has this cute little Plushtrap eyes. He does have a real endo jaw in there that you can see, which is really awesome, as well as all his little Plushtrap teeth. He has his big old Plushtrap hands and his big old Plushtrap feet that he can sit down. So sadly, he is not posable, but he came as a little bonus figure, just like how Nightmare Freddy comes with the Freddy. Nightmare Fredbear comes with Plushtrap, which is really awesome. So now, the next figures we check out are actually from Fredbear's Family Diner, and they are the very last figures we have in this video. So let's go ahead and check them out. Starting off with, we have our custom Bite Fredbear. So this is Fredbear after he committed the Bite of 83 on the Crying Child, which is incredible. So you can see the Crying Child all over him, which is so funny. It's on his hands, it's especially all on his teeth and in his mouth, even in his endo jaw, going all the way down his torso, even onto his feet and his other hand, which is absolutely incredible. You can see he is made by the same guy who made the original Nightmare Fredbear, so this is normal Fredbear and his Nightmare version, which is so awesome. He even has the same eye color and everything. So he has a fully posable head, a fully posable and movable jaw, which is really cool, so you can commit the bite again, which is awesome. Fully posable hands, arms, and a torso, which you can see the split in the middle where the nightmare teeth go. He also has another fully posable arm with a posable hand. Sadly, no posable fingers, but everything else is posable. He has a fully posable chest with both of his buttons. He has a fully posable legs, pelvis, feet, and shins, which are really cool. cool. He is incredible. I mean, imagine this guy performing like Fredbear up on the stage. And now, the very last custom figure we have is from Fredbear's Family Diner. I think you can guess who it is. Let's check it out. The very final custom action figure we have in this video is Spring-Locked William Afton. So that's William Afton after he got spring-locked, looking absolutely incredible. His eyes are falling out and he's like screaming, which is awesome. He has the real spring locks all on him, which are so cool. So he's not as posable. Only his head can move. His jaw can't actually move because William Afton is inside of there. But he has a fully posable neck, a fully posable torso, 2 fully posable arms, as well as 2 big ol' hands. 2 big ol' hands on both sides, a fully posable pelvis, 2 fully posable legs, posable shins, and posable feet. So that is every single Five Nights at Freddy's action figure that I own. All of the normal ones, the rest of the customs are down here. I had to move them so I could make room for the other ones. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite action figure is, and don't forget to enter in the giveaway for those Jazwares figures and finish all 3 steps. But I'm curious, let me know in the comments if you made it this far into the video, if you're a true Puggle fan and you made it to the end, what is your favorite FNAF action figure ever made? Is it any of the Funko figures? Is it the new Jazwares figures? Is it possibly some of my custom action figures? I don't know, but I want to know from you guys. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all later. Good. Bye!